Bitter criticism, genocide dossier on Al Jazeera. Genocide dossier Al Jazeera. Genocide dossier Al Jazeera in the front page. And says Israeli attacks across Gaza. Israel's war on Gaza live updates. At least 20 killed as Israeli attacks intensify. Genocide dossier. Unfortunately, this is by Usaid Siddiqui and Uroba Jamal. September 9. At least 20 people, including children, have been killed and dozens more wounded as Israel carries out air raids across the Gaza Strip. The World Food Program, the WFP, says 2.2 million Palestinians in Gaza are still in urgent need of food and livelihood as assistance as Israeli attacks on the enclave enter their 12th months. And this is 6 minutes ago. 6 minutes ago. Israeli bombs kill 5 in North Gaza. Gaza Civil Defense says that 5 people, including 2 women and child, were killed by an Israeli bombardment that targeted a residential apartment building in the west of Gaza City. Medical sources told Al Jazeera that the death toll from today's attacks on the strip is now 33. And 27 minutes ago. Watch procession for Turkish American activists killed by Israeli forces. Video shows a procession in the occupied West Bank for Turkish American activist Aysenur Ezgi Agi headed ahead of her body is a woman ahead of her body being repatriated to Turkey. Agi was shot and killed Friday by Israeli forces while protesting settlements expansion in the occupied West Bank. So a victim in a protest. Watch below for scenes from the ground. Well, let's watch the video. Anyway, this is an interesting detail. If Palestine recovers, take back at least the corpses. This time they did it. Because 33 killed. What a terrible place to be. Terrible place to be nowadays. The Gaza Strip, the Gaza. And says Israeli mistreatment of Palestinian detainees could amount to sexual torture. Yeah, I was reading this. A woman from Canada on Russia Today. She said that the torture, the sexual torture, is very heavy, very it's very hard. Israeli mistreatment of Palestinian detainees could amount to sexualized torture. UN Special Representative of the Secretary General of Sexual Violence in Conflict, Pramila Pattern, Pramila Patten has said that this disturbing reports of sexual violence and other inhuman and degrading treatment being perpetrated against Palestinian prisoners could amount to sexualized torture. End of quote. In a statement, the UN representative said Palestinian men and women are reportedly being subjected to widespread sexual slurs and threats of rape and gang rape, repeated and humiliating strip searches, and prolonged forced nudity, beatings and electrocutions of genitals and anus, insertion of objects into detainees' anuses, inappropriate touching of women, both male and female soldiers, by both male and female soldiers, and photographing or filming of naked or partially undressed detainees in humiliating positions. So, a lot of sexual healing, let's say. Yeah, so terrible. Well, the human being could be like that, could be human beings can be terrible. Special Representative Patton recalled the recent case of the Palestinian male detainee who was hospitalized in July with severe injuries, including his rectum, due to sexual violence allegedly perpetrated by the SDE Tayman military base. I am particularly concerned about recent attempts by some Israeli political actors to interfere with ongoing justice processes and/or to justify the use of these methods. Sexual violence and sexualized torture in detention settings must never be normalized, she said. And that's how the terrible ways this genocide, well, there's not a nice genocide, but this genocide is happening right now in 2024, September 2024.